All right. Well, yeah, markets have opened and first rates are coming up. The Nifty is starting about 0.18% higher, 24,365. The Sensex is starting at about 80,053, 80,060. So both about 0.2% higher on the benchmark. The Bank Nifty is up a 0.25%. The mid-cap index is up 1/3%. And once again, the broader market, at least in terms of how they're opening straight up, there are many more advances than what is actually down at this point in time. But let's take it straight to stocks, and I think we've got a couple of earnings reactions to deal with first.
Well, let's just start with the large cap action first. Top of the gainers list, a couple of these metal names. So Tata Steel, Hindalco are the top two gainers. Asian Paints is the third biggest mover, 0.7% up. So continuing with the upside momentum from yesterday. TCS has come in for some buying interest ahead of numbers. TCS opens up in the green. M&M too has a green tick after the big collapse yesterday, but it's not too much. M&M is just up about 0.2%, so flat, but with a positive bias. In the private sector banking space, ICICI Bank leads, but HDFC Bank is under pressure. So HDFC Bank is down close to about 0.3%. ITC also a bit subdued. So that's largely the large cap action. Tata Elxsi, a stock that we were looking at, has actually opened in the red. So that's down close to about 2%. So I guess the numbers are not exciting enough to counter the high valuations that the stock is trading at.
Well, that's right, Rima. Let's see where it goes for you. From the time being, it's down close to 2%. And as Rima pointed out earlier, it's been a relative underperformer as well. So let's see whether or not there's a recovery at some point of time. Yes Bank, I think there was an upgrade that came about. That stock is flying away. It's up close to 5.7%. Also, a big up move is what we're seeing on Yes Bank. SCI, Money Control had reported yesterday that probably that stake sale could finally take place. The government of India has been talking about that. So SCI for the time being is up close to 5%. Yesterday as well, it popped up in trade. Ambuja Cements, well, there was a Nomura upgrade that came in there. And they have increased their target price as well. They believe that the volume growth is going to be better, the capacity addition is going to be better, and they have cost levers as well. So because of that, that stock is flying away in trade today. Zomato as well is up close to around 1% as we speak. And KCP Sugar, I think that's the one that came out with its set of numbers. That's up more than 10% as we speak. So big up move is what we're seeing on that counter as well. Prashant.
Well, there's enough opening with what 4:1 advances to decline ratio. And it's looking good out there in the broader market as well. So just a few other names before we go any further. There is, the shipping companies, SCI and Garden Reach Shipbuilders is up about 3%. And usually Cochin can't be far behind, but I can't spot it for now. IIFL, had fallen off quite a bit recently. From a high of about 540 rupees, it had fallen yesterday to about 475. It's making about a 3% comeback. IIFL has got volumes as well for this point in the day, so we'll see. KCP Sugar is up about 14%. It's got large volumes on it. Valchandnagar Industries, Pune-based defense manufacturer, 3% higher there, 356 on that one. Talbros Auto is spiking once again. Had a big move yesterday. It's back at about 300 not back actually, at a new high of about 390. And Ambuja, etc. are also starting higher. So this is essentially what is out of the gates looking very, very strong. On the downside, you've got IRDA, IRCON, Vedanta, which continues to be soft, about 1% cut on Vedanta. Railtel is down about 1 1/3. Motherson is down about 2%. Glenmark is down about 1.5%. Gale is down 1%. Delivery is down about 1%. Tube Investments India is down 2%. Max Health is down 1%. These are all well-traded, well-owned names. Rights and CESC and MGL. MGL is down 2%. So we'll put that up as well. Titagarh is down about 1%. Delta Corp, which went up about 3%. Delta Corp from the lows yesterday moved up almost 10-15 rupees. It's starting about 1% lower. So, yeah, enough happening on both sides, but there's no real, we opened about 60-70 points higher, but we're there, and there's no real big follow-through coming after that. So we'll see if we actually get that or no.
One more.
Yeah, sorry.
Samvardhan Motherson is under pressure because there are reports that Volkswagen is mulling the closure of its Audi plant due to low demand for electric vehicles. This has been reported in all the European, print and online publications. They're looking to restructure their Brussels site. So Samvardhan Motherson Sumi is one of the suppliers to Audi and Volkswagen, and that stock is a bit subdued. But as I said, these are what reports are suggesting about what may happen to the Audi plant. If it comes through, it could be a bit of a negative. And Glenmark Life is also down close to about 2.3%. Remember, Ekta highlighted earlier that how Glenmark Pharma is looking to sell its balance 7.5% stake in Glenmark Pharma is looking to sell its balance stake in Glenmark Life, completely exit because now Nirma has majority control. So that stock is a bit under pressure. And Kesoram too post that Q1 numbers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, we'll see in terms of follow through on many of these names as we go along. We have